What up, Cole? What's up? What's your name?
I'm Austin. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Where you from, bro?
I'm from Orlando.
Okay. Oh!
I was so
New York?
Yes, I'm shocked you remember.
Get out of here!
Yep.
What are you doing down here?
I told my sister was a carpenter.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned
I'm
that.
so shocked that you recognize
Nah, as soon as I see you coming through the window, I was like, I know that guy.
Yeah,
New
yeah.
York,
Yeah,
right?
I told you in New York I was going to meet you. So.
That's cool. But listen, I'm gonna set up some stuff so you guys can get a good workout.
Okay,
We'll make a
great.
fun video.
Okay,
A lot of interesting characters here. This is my buddy Karan from Atlanta. He's down for the day.
Yep.
Man, me and him can get into some deep conversation.
trying
So
to
we get caught with this
recognize my
dude.
face
Hey, what's up? You again? Come on in, warm up. All right, let's take out all the shit. Hey guys, roll these tires out. We'll take the yoke out. Chris, what are you working on today? Oh, hey, how you doing? You gonna try that now? Go for it. Kick. Good, now do 4 more. Or 5 down, 5 back. It's nice meeting you. You got it. Oh, you made it, Reg.
Yeah.
How'd you get out of work?
I had a funeral day.
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations.
They gave me the rest of the day off.
That's cool, man. You're looking sharp. What do you want to do today? I'm pulling out everything, so.
Just about everything.
Yo, how do you like going on? How you doing? You all right? Yeah. What up, Abe?
What's up, Danny?
Get this on camera. Paul Bacoli, what's up, dog? What up, dog? I
told
remember
you,
him.
Paul. I told you to tell him you said hi.
I remember Paul from high school. He was a little badass.
Yeah, he still is.
He was one of the kids that would be in the suspension room with me. Yeah. He would get in trouble. Hey, you want to be yo?
Take a couple of these.
I've never done it before.
Good, big press. That's it, Abe? Good, Abe. Good. Bring it down. Now. Do it again. When you bring it in your ear, I want you to leg drive. Get your legs involved. Sammy, you want to come over here and do this? Did you do the log yet? Come over here. Leg drive. Jump. Oh, yeah! Come on! Nice! Good! Yeah, good. Big jump. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about, Abe! Hey, how old are you, man? 15?
Yeah.
You kicked my ass when I was 15. Ah! That was a joke. But good stuff, though. Go for it.
So this is the same.
Yeah. You bring it here. And then when you're here, it's not, it's going to slosh like a keg. So you can jerk it. Just like roll. There you go. Good, 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 good. Now use your leg drive. Nice. Good. Roll. Nice. Nice job. Good. Good. Take it to the stop sign. When you get there, just set it down. I like to look down. You'll talk to different people that tell you different things. I like to look down, and I also like to allow the weight of the yoke to go ahead of me.
Yeah.
So you know what I
So
mean?
you're not fighting it.
Right, so I let it go, and then I catch up to it.
Oh, okay.
So I can go really fast. So instead of having it right over my base of support the whole time,
Yeah.
I lean, and I catch it. Or I catch myself as it throws me forward. You want to try to do it a little bit faster that way? Give it a go. Good, yep, just let it carry you. You got it, bro. There it is.
Yes! Did easily.
Yeah, that looks a lot better. Good. Let the weight carry you. Just move. Yeah, move quick. There you go. Good job, Rich. And I like my face is really loose, so I didn't breathe. Running, and there's a tiger on top of it, chomping into the zebra, and the blood is spurting out. So that's like down here, and the blood is spurting up this way, but it's rainbow blood. It's fucking weird. It's cool though. Hey, you gotta bring that back.
And when I squat, for some reason, I don't get pain here. I get pain in this hip flexor.
Right.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, what you said makes perfect sense. If the hip flexor is tight on that side, the glute turns off. It's called reciprocal inhibition, where you've got a tonic muscle. It doesn't necessarily mean that the muscle is really tight. It's just in conjunction with the other side, it's imbalanced. But then it's creating the reciprocal inhibition where your glute is turning off. I've got a friend that's been coming lately and working on my shoulders. He does some phenomenal work that's a bit deeper than the corrective exercises and stretches that I teach. The reason why is because he has taught me that over time you build scar tissue, and there's adhesions that cause the muscle that's tonic or tight to remain so. And even if you do stretch it for a little bit or foam roll it, if you don't break up the adhesions, you're always going to have that reciprocal inhibition.
Oh yeah,
and I had started getting it with my shoulders and my traps, and he just goes in and he starts working on certain where he calls adhesions and moves my muscle, and all of a sudden, like, I'm feeling things activate that haven't been active in like 5 years.
Yeah.
Now, let's go take a look at your movement then. Yeah, the thing is with corrective stretches, just in my experience, is that once you know what stretches are yours, you're just gonna always be a slave to them. You're always going to have to stretch that side, unless it's a nervous system issue and it's dealt with, or what I'm learning, if there are adhesions. Well, what you're describing would be if there was that's why I asked you if you had food intolerances, gluten intolerance.
I don't think so.
Medication. That just means your deep abdominal wall, the muscles are shutting off. Yeah, the stabilizers of your pelvis. Boy, you study my videos, don't you?
I used to, like last summer I found them.
Yeah.
I'd watch sometimes even 30 a day. Not even lying.
This is why I make videos for guys like this. I might have never met him before in my life.
You like my mentor.
Hey, let's fix up your what was it, your deadlift or your squat? What do you want to look at first?
Both. Doesn't matter.
Cool, let's start with your
deadlift,
squat.
I can hit for slant, so it's like...
Yeah. I'm watching you right now, and I'm telling you this just because I probably won't ever see you again to help work with you on it, but you bow this way. You even, your QLO on that side is tight. You kind of...
Oh, quad raise from one?
Yes. Awesome. Yes. So he's kind of crunched down on this side. So this is the convex, this is the concave side, that's the convex side.
Yeah.
We know that's the case, and he described it before. He said that he knows his hip flexor is weak on this side, and that his glute doesn't work on that same side. So with that being said, what do you usually squat like 8 reps with?
I got weak legs. Put on, I do front squats, put like 15.
Let's do back squats. The reason why I say back squats, this is important, is because back squats have a tendency to expose more of your imbalances than the front squat. The front squat forces you into a position where you can't really display your imbalances. Back squat, you can see where someone's more fucked up. What do you think, like 25 on this side?
Yeah, put 25 then.
Dives right in, continue. Bam, there's just a big crunch on this side when he gets down into the bottom. Good, rack it. So have you ever watched yourself squat? Do you know what it looks like?
I have a home gym in my
I'm
basement.
going to exaggerate. This is what it looks like, and this is what you're dealing with. When you go down into your squat, you look all right, so you get here, and then you do this.
Really?
And what does that look like? That looks like a shortening of the QLO.
Yeah.
It looks like flexion at the hip. It just looks like...
I feel it. This hip's starting to like, it feels weird right now. It hurts.
Yeah, and if you continue to squat that way, you're gonna have a problem. So of course there's corrective stretches and ways and means to retrain your nervous system out of that faulty recruitment pattern. But in the meantime, I'll put a few quick stretches on you. We'll come back and see if you can do it again. All right, cool. So what we got is the tight on this side. Got a tight QL on that side, also a tight hip flexor on that side. Now here's what would be nice if it happened. I'd like to open up this side of his body with some stretches that will temporarily, really, more and more I got to emphasize, it temporarily shuts down the extra tension on that side so that he can then go and repattern his squat. He can do his squat in a better fashion. But I keep using that term temporarily because I'm really finding that you do need, a lot of you will need manual therapy, somebody to go in there and work that scar tissue out in that area. Cool, so let's begin with your QL. I want you to lay flat on your stomach. And so if you understand what I'm trying to do, you crunch down on this side, I want to spread you open on this side.
Yeah.
So there's stretches you could do on your own that facilitate that, but I want to give you. It's not even, it's funny, it's like not even tight, it's just imbalanced. Cool. So put a little stretch on that. I'll also have him do a stretch on his own, but come over here now. Sit on the edge of this bench. Just don't do anything yet. You're gonna take a deep breath, hold it. Then you're gonna push up into my hands. On your knee, kick out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. This one. Almost like you want to kick me off of you.
Yeah.
Ready? Deep breath, hold it. Go. Yeah, there you go. And release. Let's take your shoes off and your shirt when you get out here. Alright. Okay. So take your time. Now I also had him take his shoes off, which make things a little different anyway. Well, let's see if we get as much flexion on that side. Take your time, look straight ahead, under control. A little bit, it's slightly different. Take your time, but it's not nearly as active as it was before, but he's still doing it. One of the other things too is that you tend to flex over quite a bit.
Yeah, I feel it. Is it ankles?
Probably, yeah. It's probably ankles.
I broke in this ankle, and it's kind of like difficult doing an ankle.
When did you break that ankle?
Oh, I was like 7th grade. It was like 2.5 years ago.
Good, take your time. Take your time. Good, keep your head straight. Keep your head straight, keep the arms like right over your head. Good. Take it now. What I want you to do is, when you get to the bottom, I want you to pause for 1/1000 and then come up out of it. I don't want you bouncing at the bottom. Good. Whoa! That was awesome. Good. Do it again. It exposed so much. Part of the reason why he stepped off that way. Good. Racket. I'm going to talk to you for a minute. So, the way he's squatting before, the back squat, I put him in the front squat because it's a compromised position, plus it's going to force a lot of the muscles that are inherently weak, causing him to tip over, to get stronger, and the ankles will have to become more flexible. I'd like to see him doing overhead squats. But, with all of your squats, I want you to practice pausing at the bottom, because what's happening is you get to the bottom of your squat and there's instability. But because there's instability and you're uncomfortable, you bounce right up out of it. So you go down into your squat and then you just come out of it. And then you end up bouncing at the bottom. If you pause at the bottom of the squat, your body has to find balance, otherwise you can't stay there.
You fall right over.
Right, and that very first one when I said whoa, was because you got down there, your body tried to find balance, and you stood up and you almost fell because it didn't understand what balance should have felt like. So take a moment and then do another set and then focus on getting down as deep as you can, as you're doing now, but pause for like 1/1000. That way your body has to find its equilibrium and has to find its balance. And then not only does it have to find its balance, but it has to be balanced enough to create enough force to come up out of that in a balanced way. So that would be instrumental. Practice this as like a warm-up. You don't have to go crazy with the overhead squat like it's a workout.
Yeah.
But do it every day for like 10 reps before your workout. Good. So much nicer. Good. And get familiar with what it feels like down there, and you can even make a conscious adjustment. Cool. See, so the other thing with pausing at the bottom of the squat there is that because he can now become familiar with that frame in time, he can make a conscious adjustment to either move his hips or lean to his side, do whatever he has to do to maintain that balance for that 1,000, 2,000 before bouncing up out of it. So that's what I would practice that. Practice your overhead squats in different variations. Right now your feet are kind of wide because you're
I'm used to keeping my feet wide and putting them out like
good. That's okay. Practice them sometimes with a narrow foot, which is going to be tough. But put plates under your ankles.
Yeah, for ankle mobility.
Yeah, to get that ankle mobility back will probably require what I spoke about before with regard to having someone work out the scar tissue. You might have to get manual therapy on it. But stretch it, keep stretching it the way you probably have been. Still use sheet mechanisms like the plates on your ankles to do it so that your core receives the benefits, even though your ankles can't contribute.
Yeah, see, I saw the video when you help the guy and you said put ankle weights, but don't rely on it. That's the thing, I don't want to rely on it, so I try not to use it that much.
Yeah. Maybe every other time, like spend a week just doing overhead squats with a wide base and pause, and then do it another week where you bring your feet closer. Yeah, plates, same thing, overhead squat with a pause, and go back and forth. And you might even find over time that you can start getting rid of the plate as your core gets stronger and more balanced. Your ankles get stronger. Okay, cool. The first thing that I noticed is, and look guys, when I teach squats and deadlifts, usually I'm looking at structural integrity. I'm not looking at powerlifting status. So the very first thing I recognize is that although your base is wide and your knees are out, you choose to put your hands on the outside.
Yeah.
I can understand why you would choose a sumo stance. It makes sense, just based on your structural imbalances. But what I would say is get your hands on the inside of your knees so you can go with the wider base. Good. Now, spread your knees as you're coming down. Let your knees spread. Yeah, good. Be okay with spreading your knees. How much more comfortable is that? Good. Go down to your squat. Go down to this. Good. Now, keeping your hips there, come to the ceiling at the top of your head. Right. Keep your hips down though. Good. Sink your hips when you go down. Hips, hips, hips. Good. Now come from there. Keep your hips. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Good. Keep your hips down longer. Go for it, but keep your hips. That's good. Good. Head to the ceiling. Okay, see, on that one you really raised your hips way too early. You're always raising your hips a little too early, but that one was a little excessive. Try it and try to think about this. Right, you're here. I want you to keep your ass down, but lift your head to the ceiling. So you're here, ass stays down, but lift. I want you to keep your ass under you. What's happening is your ass, you're losing your ass and then you're using your back. I want your ass to help you. Does that make sense? It's difficult. It sounds like it don't make sense.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, there you go. It's more of a squat, but I think you're gonna get more bang for your buck. Keep that chest up though. Yeah, especially at the bottom. Big chest, and do it from there. Much better. Good. I think you'll get more bang for your buck working your deadlifts that way right now.
I just stopped doing deadlifts because I didn't want to mess with my back.
Well, the reason why your back would hurt is because your glutes don't want to help. And by using the sumo stance and getting your core, your butt right under you want your hips to be right underneath your spinal column. You want everything to be lined up. As you're lined up, you're getting your glutes to help you move up. Also, you're causing your abdominals to be somewhat more engaged. So begin, just for now, it doesn't mean forever, but if you're going to integrate deadlifts back into your routine, that's the one that I would work with. I did a video the other day with her and her friends.
I saw it.
What I taught that girl, taught her friends, was exactly what I'm thinking here, except she was excessive. She was like way out there. You're just a little bit. Who's gonna ask? Does he even lift? Nope. But he's jacked and lean as fuck.
Right, that's cool. Well, like you were saying earlier, I think the way I've been training is like if it's anything explosive or like fast twitch, like I got it. But with the sustained effort of the Atlas, you know, I couldn't get it up there.
Yeah, it's outside your bounds. I don't necessarily think that you need to master the thing that you're not good at, but you should experience it. And it's humility. That's really, I think that's what I was looking for. Humility. Yeah? Because I know I could get real arrogant. Like, I'm a strong motherfucker. I'll come in here, give me a week, I'll deadlift 600 pounds. I'll lift that 320 zone 8 times in a minute, 10 times in a minute. But yo, don't ask me to run a mile. I'll cry, oh man, I'll cry like a baby. So that's humbling experience. Anything that we're good at, go to the other end of the spectrum and see what's available for you over there. I'll never master it. It's like trying to ask a donkey to swim like a fish. I'll never master it, but I'm gonna give that shit a try.